Hey buddy, what's up? Well, let's do a little bit of work on the 1990 F350 7.3 IDI diesel. I think I figured out what the problem is on that, why it won't start. Pretty simple, but if you follow my channel, you know I have to do a weather update. Some people like them, some don't. Here's the green truck. She's sitting out here for the time being, needs a bath. She's a little bit dirty. Somebody just drove by on a four-wheeler. Jesse's gonna go nuts. And my uncle is down, I can't really see on the viewfinder, but down there cutting trees out of the ditch. But not bad out right now. I mean, it's 42 degrees. Not bad for the end of November. Just calm down. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I know. You're not gonna scare him away. But anyway, get back in here where it's warm in the shop. I got the heat turned on. And what the deal is with this truck, and I'm going to talk about this truck more later, but I did a quick little update last night, if you saw that. If not, I need to get underneath this. So hold on here just a second while I crawl under here. The fuel pump, which is right there, that rubber hose that comes off of it is soaked with diesel fuel, and it's just mush. I mean, it's just smushy. So there's a hose clamp right there. You can probably see that, and then there's one up in there. And I'm not real sure how I'm going to show this on camera, so I don't think I'm going to. I think that fuel pump was replaced. I think the guy got this truck off of said a year ago. So I'm going to unclamp the hose, get it off of there. And I went to the auto parts store, bought me a chunk of hose, 3/8 ID hose. This is a 2-foot long piece of hose, and Jody and I pushed this truck in here. I brought the loader tractor over and we just shoved it in here a couple hours ago. But so I looked under the back seat, and what do you know? Here's a 3-foot long piece of fuel hose that I need. Did I say heater hose? I don't know. Anyway. That was under the back seat, so I really didn't even need to go anywhere and get that. I could probably reuse the clamps. I'm not sure. I bought some new ones just in case, but I'm gonna crawl underneath there and take those clamps off and replace that chunk of hose. I don't think there's any real good way to do that on camera. There's no light underneath there really. I'm not very well equipped to show that, but it's just taking off a couple clamps, getting the hose off, and putting a new hose on. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll be right back with you. So I got the hose off out of the truck. This is the end that connected to the fuel pump, and it is just smush. And I can't really see it, but I think it's split in there somewhere. It's just all apart. Up here it's nice, it's hard, but as you get closer and closer down here, it's just nothing there. It's just mush. And this one is, how long we have here? I mean, look at that. We're at about 14 inches long on that. So I'll probably cut a chunk of hose off 14 inches long. I can't really tell that there's a hole. Yeah, I think right there. In fact, looks like there might be a slit right there. Not good, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm gonna cut a chunk of hose and put it on the truck, and then we'll see if we can get it fired up. Well, good morning. And it is the next morning. I got summoned away from here last night to go eat supper, and then I spent quite a while down here watching Zane from Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, his live stream last night. It went on for quite a while. He had like a pallet fire live stream, just chit-chatting away with everybody. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, Zane over there. I'll link him down below. He's got a pretty good channel working on all kinds of stuff over there. You might go check him out, and if you like what you see over there, hit that subscribe button. He'll be linked down below. But as far as the 7.3 diesel goes, I did get her fired up, and I really couldn't show a lot of that because it was down under the truck. I had a heck of a time. I don't know if I already said this or not, but I had a heck of a time getting that little hose off. The upper clamp, as I showed earlier, this is the part that was connected onto the fuel pump, and it's just mush. And this was connected to a fuel line up above, and the way the clamp was, and it was this here clamp, I don't have very good lighting right here, but this clamp, the way it was positioned, I could not get my hand up in there or any tool or anything to get it off. Finally, I did get it off with a air ratchet, a couple extensions, and a socket, and I got it to turn. I just couldn't get anything up in there to grab onto it. So I put a new clamp on it. This one I sprayed with liquid wrench to try to loosen it up. It was so just full of dirt and crud and rusty. I didn't know how the heck I was going to get that thing off, but I finally did. Put a new clamp on that and positioned it so it's easily accessible if I have to do this again. I'm not sure why this hose turned to mush, but it's mushed and cracked, and so it was just leaking fuel out of there. And then I cranked and cranked and cranked on this thing, and to get it to start, I'd jump the solenoid over here and press in on that Schrader valve until I got fuel pumping out of it, and shortly after that she fired right up. So ran a little rough just for a little bit. I didn't get that on camera, but it did start. I only did it once, so we'll see if it starts this morning. Get in here, and the door catches on the fender. I'll cycle the glow plugs. I probably should open the door, but we'll be okay. The overhead door. And where's my screwdriver at here? So we'll just jump this solenoid. Come on, baby. Almost. I think she'll go this time. Let me cycle the glow plugs one more time here. She's wanting to fire. I'm going to run the battery down. I'm going to let the starter cool off, cycle the glow plugs, and we'll try this again. Just hooked the battery charger up to it to give it a little bit extra boost there, but like I said, I'm going to let the starter cool down a little bit. We'll cycle the plugs and see if she'll fire up. Might still have some air in it. So I'll give this another shot. Another thing that happened, and I'm not sure why, but the starter won't engage from the ignition switch. I don't know if I knocked a wire off when I was underneath there last night or something. I don't know, but I'll get that fixed here after I know she'll run. So we'll try this again. Open the door. Gets a little smoky in here. So she is alive. I'm gonna let her sit here and idle for just a little bit. I'll take her out for a drive. But first, I need to get this truck moved out of the way. which I took the key out of it last night. Have to get that. Got it. Get her fired up, pull her outside. Then we'll go for a little drive in the diesel truck. Let her idle down here. I don't know if I put the brake on. I don't think I did. Brake light isn't on, so I don't think the brake is on. My hand. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll just pull her out here. I think I'll probably pull the diesel truck back in the shop when I get back. See if I can find a wire or something that I knocked off. Has to be what it is, I think. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not real concerned about that at the moment. But she's just sitting there purring like a kitten, not leaking any diesel or anything. So, shut the hood and take her for a drive. I have no idea if the air conditioning would work in this if I get it hooked up. That's for another time. Professional door handle here. Get her backed up out of here, which I don't have it. My side mirrors are all folded in. I didn't know if it pull in here very good. Those big mirrors sticking out. Thought Jody might have a little problem with that. Oh heck, all kinds of room. Moving. And I think before I go too far here, one thing I might get is my phone, just in case I'd happen to have issues. Alright, got my phone. She's running under her own power. That mirror right there, I could not get that to fold in. Had to take a pipe wrench to turn it. Probably hasn't been moved in a long time. We're running. We're off and running like a herd of turtles here. It's long things like driving a school bus. But we'll see how she goes here. And I guess we'll go this way. Put my dad's home in case I need a tow home, but I think we'll be all right. Yeah, she's running fine. And I gotta tell you, this truck drives down the road really, really well. The guy that I got it from, he messaged me not too long ago, said the guy before him, I think he only had it a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. The guy before him replaced a bunch of front end stuff on it, and all the bushings and everything. It's nice and tight, drives down the road just smooth and straight as can be. Taking it kind of easy on her. She hasn't ran for a while. And the exhaust is cut off. I don't know, somewhere up here under the cab it's just cut off. So that's why she's a little noisy. But I'm amazed how well this truck drives. She ain't pretty, but she sure drives good. And we can make her pretty. Probably not a show truck, but we can make her look pretty good. Let's drive her down here to the corner. This corner up here is known as Pig Corner, because my uncle owns these buildings here. That little building used to be a hog building. So it used to have a lot of pigs down here, and it's just kind of known as Pig Corner. But she seems to be running good. She shifts good, drives good, just drives straight as an arrow down the road. I just can't believe it. Not overly loud, but she ain't quiet. But we're cruising along here. We're doing 55. Speedometer jumps a little bit, but seems to drive okay. We're just cruising along, just nice as could be, driving down the road. Sweet. So we'll take her back home and shove her in the shop, and then I'll probably get up underneath of it and take a look, see if I can figure out why she won't start with the ignition switch. I can get her started by jumping that solenoid, but not the most convenient thing in the world. Could just rig up a push button in here, I guess, but I can't think it's anything real big. The end of this road is all washboarded. I don't know why they can't do a better job on this. This road's better if they don't maintain it or road grade it or whatever you want to call it. They just don't seem to do much, just kind of push the gravel from one side to the other, and I don't know, I think it's better if they just leave it alone. Anyway, we'll get back to the shop. Running good, running good. Now we'll get her pulled in here and look at other things. Before I pull it all the way in there, I gotta pick up some tools. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I don't know what's up there. I pull it in the shop here, and I just happen to try it with the ignition, and lo and behold, it magically fixed itself. All right, get out of here and shut the door. So yeah, the 7.3 is alive and well. I'm gonna let her sit here and see if it just happens to leak any diesel fuel out, but I think we're good. And I said earlier that I would talk a little bit more about the truck. You know, as far as body work goes on it, this ain't so bad. You know, I mean, we just got just a little bit of flaky paint. I think all we need to do is just come in here with some of this, and look at that. There we go. I think that'll be good as new. Just do that to the whole truck, and nobody will ever know. I'm just kidding, of course. Although it actually does look better than it did before right there. Doesn't quite match. But I think I've kind of walked around this truck before. I was looking at it last night. I think that, I don't know, the hood is questionable whether I'll try to salvage that or not. Could probably go down to the salvage yard and find a hood relatively easy. It does have a little bit of surface rust. I think that would sand out. Just find a lot of rock chips and stuff. I think you could probably salvage the hood. It would last for at least a little while. Front fenders, they need replaced. They're shot. Doors, like I said, we got doors in the back. I don't like the style of mirrors that go on these doors. I'd rather have the little I guess they call them paddle mirrors or whatever, like what's on my green truck. And they just fasten up here. They don't have the holes down there. But if these doors are as good as I think they are, probably easier to locate some mirrors than trying to find two clean doors. Here in central Iowa, not an easy thing to do because of all the darn salt they put all over the roads. The bed, I mean, this is a lovely touch here, but the bed's not in real great shape. It's bowed forward right there. Could probably be tweaked back, but it's not in good shape, guys. It's yeah, it looks like it might be. I'm not sure if it's dented down there. A lot of rust. I'm not sure if this is just rust that's starting to bubble through or what exactly is going on there. paint's all chipping off, but we got rust. If we were to do the bed, probably new bed sides is what it needs. I mean, you got rust issue like that over there, and just all over. And then like I said, I haven't taken these doors out yet, obviously, but the bed of the truck isn't it's not real good either. We got holes in the wheel wells, which I fixed those before. Let's see, there's holes down here. I imagine there's more holes underneath these doors. This side's worse than the other side. I mean, yeah, you could cut all this out and put in patch panels, but boy, I don't know. I think either find a complete new bed, or not new bed, but you know what I mean, a replacement bed, rust free. Might have to go down south, down to southern Missouri, or I don't know. You can find them around here every once in a while, but they want a lot of money for them. Or another thought would be putting a flatbed on it, but that's not going to happen tomorrow. And I think if I'm going to move forward on this truck, first thing I would want to do is get the fenders off, doors off, get the bed off. Radiator support, I believe, needs replaced. I think they make those for these diesels. I think they just started doing that. And rocker panels. I don't think the whole rocker panels need replaced. Some may, but like this one, it looks, I'd have to get underneath of it and take a look, but it appears to be in pretty decent shape. This back here, I think you could salvage. This one, you probably salvage that. I'm not this back here is looking a little rusty crusty. Probably have to replace this section. Just do that when the cab corners are done. Cab corners are pretty easy once you get the bed off of it. And the other side, the rear, pretty much the same thing. I think this would be okay. Get her all sanded down. This isn't, you know, this isn't as bad as the other side. Probably replace this section along with the cab corner. I really like this door handle. And this front one. It's a little rusty crusty. I think there's a hole right there, so that probably has to be replaced. But not having to, like on the Bronco, had to replace the whole darn thing. The floor was all rusted out. I'm not sure about the floor on this truck. It feels like it might have an issue under there. Without pulling the carpet up, I don't know. Unless I can get underneath of it. Yeah, she feels, yeah. Yeah, we got holes in the floor. Doesn't feel like it's real bad though. Probably just patch that up. But really the interior on it is not bad except for the driver's seat. The rest of it's really pretty clean. She'd clean up pretty well. The back seat looks good. And as far as the front, probably just get a seat cover for it or something. I don't know, I'm not real concerned about that. Like I said, we wouldn't be building a show truck, but it'd look a lot better than it does now. And really, everything all up in here looks good. I mean, the clear coat's flaking off everywhere, but she would definitely need some paint. So she would be getting repainted, just repaint it the same color as it is. I wouldn't be doing a color change, although it would be neat to have it green and white like my other truck, but I'm just not gonna do that. Just going to keep her the color blue that she is. But anywho, no, it wasn't the fuel pump on this thing. It wasn't the fuel pump, it wasn't anything else. A lot of people were telling me what it was and this and that, and I appreciate that. It gives me ideas. Like I said, I do not know a lot about these diesel trucks. Afraid I'm gonna probably learn, but all it was was a 14-inch piece of hose. And like I think I said, I don't have any idea what caused this. I mean, it's just mushy. mushy and cracked. I'm not exactly sure what happened there or how long that hose has been on there. I don't think it's original, but at any rate, that's what the culprit was. Really a pretty simple fix, with the only exception getting that top clamp off. That actually took me quite a while, and I was beginning to wonder what the heck I was going to do because I just could not get to it. But anyway, kind of repeating myself there. But the 7.3 is alive. I may drive her to town here after a bit just for a good test run, but she seems to be running just fine. I don't see any diesel leaking out. The little spot on the floor there, that was from last night when I took that hose off, and there wasn't anything under it this morning. So I think we're good to go with that, which makes me happy. And so as far as replacing the parts on this, really, well, the fenders, probably have to use aftermarket fenders unless I can find some on Marketplace or something, but I think they're about $100 a piece. Like I said, I got the doors. The rocker, well, the whole rockers I don't think are too much, but you can buy the parts that I need for the rockers. I don't think cost much at all. Cab corners don't cost much. So we could get that set up, ready to go, get the bed off of this thing, clean the frame all off, kind of like what I did on my green truck, and start looking for a bed or a flatbed or something, and we'd be sitting pretty darn good. As far as lifting this truck or anything like that, that is undecided at the moment. I may just leave it stock the way it is right now, and just maybe put, well, definitely these wheels are not in not in real good shape, but put some different wheels and tires on it. She needs tires. The front tires I don't think are too bad. The rear tires, you know, have you know, a couple days left in them, but not much. But the tire on the other side, it goes flat in about a day and a half, 2 days. Haven't really looked at it. Probably got a nail in it, and if it does, I can just plug it. But I really haven't looked. I've looked it over, but not extremely well. But anyway, the 7.3 lives, and I'm kind of looking forward to possibly doing some work on this truck real soon. So hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Comments, they go down below. Hit that subscribe button along with that little notification bell. That way you always know when I upload a video. Check out my other channel, the Fox Shop Barbecue. And if you're interested in any fancy merchandise like the shirt I'm wearing, and there's several other designs as well, and channel stickers, and I want to come out with some new things, just haven't got to that yet. Jody and I keep saying we're going to sit down and come up with some new designs. Actually, my daughter might be able to come up with some new designs. She's quite the little artist. But anyway, guys, like I said, 7.3 lives, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.